Ow, fuck me, what is wrong with this slipper? You can tell when Andrew gets pissed off.
Welcome to today's vlog. Well, it wasn't really today, it was like 2 days ago, but welcome to 2 days ago's vlog. I have a story to tell you. How am I gonna start this? Okay, so basically, the other night I was invited to go out to Kuna Caves with some friends. I'm by myself, and I was like, okay, I don't know why, but like my Apple Maps wasn't pulling up the address of Kuna Caves, and so I was like on like Safari using like Google Maps, but it wasn't working on my phone, so I had to like read the directions. It was really complicated, really dangerous when I was driving. Oh my god. I was like turning on the exit, and I was like, okay, it says to go down this street, I'm gonna go down this street and I should be fine. And I guess I took the wrong street because I could not find where I was supposed to go. I called my friend Nathan, and I was like, hey Nathan, like I have no idea where I'm going. Are you guys there yet? Like, can I follow you somewhere? And he was like, yeah, we're not there yet. And I was like, okay, well, where do I go? Because I think I'm lost. And he was like, oh, you turn down this road and then this road. He gave me a shit ton of directions, and I could not follow them in the time that he was giving them to me. And I was still trying to drive, but I was going like 10 under the speed limit, so the person behind me was freaking out. And I was like, okay, this is not good. So I just decided to turn around and start over from where I started. But then I was going down, and I was like, oh, that looks like the street Nathan said turn on. So I turned on that street. And I go down, and I was like, this seems right, okay. But the way to get to Kuna Caves is like you have to go down this like dirt road. But it's like not a marked dirt road that says, hey, Kuna Caves is that way. It's like just a dirt road in the middle of the dark. And I was like, okay, I'll turn down this, and hopefully that's where it is. Because like I've been there before, but for some reason I couldn't remember. And I was in a Nissan Versa. Nissan Versas are not country cars. No, they're not. Ooh, no. Kind of freaking out a little bit. But then I just kept driving, and I was like, okay, that looks familiar. I think I'm in the right spot. Like, okay, go me. And then I was like, oh yeah, I take a left right here. I don't take a left right there. I'm supposed to take a right. But Donnie took a left. And I was like, oh, this is new. I don't remember this being here, but I'm just ditzy and stupid, so I kept driving. And I pull off to the side, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna turn around. I saw liquid, like on the ground. And I was like, water, puddles. This is not familiar at all. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna turn around. And I thought that for some reason I could drive through the water, like a little bit, just a tiny bit, to like turn around, because reversing just wasn't in my mind at the time. So I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna go straight and turn around. I could not go straight. I could not move. I had gotten my car stuck in the middle of nowhere by myself at night in Idaho. God knows what is watching me from a distance. This is not real. This is not happening. This is completely, I'm dreaming. I need to wake up. I was like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? And I was like, this cannot be happening. My car tire was like spinning, and I wasn't even on the gas. So I was like, oh no. And I opened the door to think that I could step out. No. As I stepped out of the car, not even realizing, hey, if my car's stuck in mud, what makes me think that I can walk in the mud? I sunk to my ankle. I stepped out, and I was like, huh. Uh-huh. And I didn't even move my foot. I just kind of kept it there, and I was like, damn. All right. So I looked out of the car door, and I was like, there seems to be a somewhat hard, solid piece of something over there. Maybe I can hop from the car onto it. I did that. It worked. I was like, okay, now I need to go from this to behind the car. because literally 2 feet from my back wheels was solid ground that you could walk on. That's how much my car was stuck. It wouldn't even move 2 feet. I sprinted through the liquid water mud stuff. It was the most disgusting thing I've ever stepped in, but I did it. And then I was like, okay, I need to get on top of the car and somehow get cell phone service. So I got on top of the car and stood there and waited for my phone to ding. Finally, it dinged. And I was like, good God, perfect. I put on my Snapchat story, I am stuck in the middle of fucking Kuna. I need someone to come out here and help me. Like, I am by myself. I'm scared out of my mind. And so many people were like, are you okay? Are you okay? What? Why are you in Kuna by yourself? What is going on? I was trying to call Nathan, and I was trying to call Nick, because that's how I was supposed to meet. I was supposed to meet Nathan and Nick. And I called on my phone. I had like a contact that said Nick, and I was like, well, I only know one Nick. Like, that's gotta be him. So I called him. I get a hello, and I was like, Nick, where are you guys? Not even processing how that hello sounded. I was like, Nick, where are you guys? I'm by myself. I'm scared out of my mind. I have no idea what to do. I'm stuck in the mud. And she goes, who is this? And I was like, is this not Nick? And she's like, no. And I was like, oh my God. And I was like, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. And she was like, are you okay? And I was like, no, yeah, I'll figure it out. And she's like, okay, sorry, I'm not Nick. And I was like, it's okay. And she's like, okay, have a good night. And I was like, and I just hung up, and I was like, great. And for some reason, my phone, like, wasn't letting me call people at, like, that time, so I was just, like, walking around. I got off the car, and I was just, like, walking around on the hard.
So I don't know where my mind went when I said that. I don't know why I thought walking around on the hard made sense, but what I mean is I was walking around on the hard ground, not just walking around on the hard, just for some clarification.
And I was like, should I just walk into town? Like, I'm terrified. I thought I drove myself into a lake. Like, that's what I thought I did, because, like, ahead of me was, like, solid liquid, and I was like, well, I can't go into that. Oh my God, I was so scared. My best friend, Madeline, I called her, and she was like, oh my God, I'm on my way. Like, I'm gonna bring the truck. I'm gonna, like, pull you out. And I was like, okay, perfect. Like, that's great. But she lives in Boise, so I was like, I don't know how long it's gonna take for her to get here. Like, I'm really scared. And then all of a sudden, my phone starts ringing, and I was like, hello? It's Johnny. And Johnny's like, Donnie. And I was like, hi. And he was like, where are you? I was like, I'm stuck in the mud in the middle of Kuna. And he's like, oh, yeah, that's not good. Hold on, where are you? And I was like, I don't know where I am. I thought I turned off like a dirt road off of Kuna Cave Road or whatever. And he was like, oh, okay, okay, thank the Lord my Snap Maps was on, because if my Snap Maps wouldn't have been on, they wouldn't have been able to find me. So all of a sudden, I'm sitting in the back of my car, just kind of like processing everything and telling myself, oh great, I'm gonna die. Like, this is the end of my life. Who am I gonna write my will to on a napkin? And in the distance, I hear, Donnie! And I was like, God? And then I heard, Donnie! And I was like, hello? And they were like, oh my God! And they're like, where are you? And I was like, oh, I don't know. Where are you? And it was Johnny, Nathan, Nick, Andrew, Logan, Al, Cooper. I was like, oh my God, bless this day. Like, some of the strongest guys I know, bless up. And I was so happy. And they were like, we're coming. So Nathan turns on his light bar. I have this like rescue team coming to get me. And I was like, great. And they pull up to like where the hill like kind of went up from the water. And they pulled up there and they're like, okay. And I was like, you guys can't walk through that. Like, it's straight mud. And they're like, it smells like shit out here. And I was like, it does smell like shit. Like, it's gross. I don't know. It's Kuna. Kuna smells gross. And then Nathan starts dying laughing. And Nathan's like, oh my God. Because he gets down in it. And so does Andrew. And they have cowboy boots on. So, like, they're not, like, worried about messing up their shoes. And I was like, what? And I was like, guys, I'm stuck in the mud. Like, I need your help. And Nathan goes, that is not mud. And Andrew goes, this is straight cow shit. And I was like, you're joking. Like, don't fuck with me right now. Like, I am not in the mood. And Andrew's like, you are stuck in cow manure. Like, this is cow shit. And I was like, Are you fucking kidding me? Because I somehow managed to get my car stuck in cow shit. Like, ew. And Nathan is crying, laughing, Andrew's dying, everybody else is grossed out, and I was like, this is just perfect. They finally got my car out. I had cow shit all over me, all over them, all over my windshield, all over the car, and I was like, this is the grossest thing I have ever seen. Probably the most eventful thing I've done this summer, but holy shit. We all drove to Jackson's and Madeline met us there, and it was just it was funny, but it was also just awful because I was just covered in it. I was in a bad mood. I cleaned my car with a squeegee that you're supposed to clean windshields with at the gas station and Clorox wipes. So that's how my night went, and that's why these boys were helping me. So that's why I was with them. So here's the vlog of that night, I guess. I didn't really vlog much of the car because I was just so beyond lost. I thought I died. I didn't know. Everything went through my brain, and I was like, this is the worst day of my life. So I hung out with them, and we went to Kina Caves. We had a really good time. These boys are crazy wild. They're funny as hell. They saved my life that night, so big props to Nathan and Andrew for pushing my car out of cow shit. But yeah, enjoy today's video.
He's more disappointed than mad.
Andy, I got your light, bro.
I'm vlogging.
Hell yeah.
I was about to try and fucking pull you.
I love how you do all this shit in fucking slippers. I really want to pair of those.
I got it at fucking Walmart.
Hop down in there.
Yeah, so we do the lights. Look how pretty this I am. Oh, yeah, bro. I think I should get a fucking scholarship for this shit.
Oh shit. I always.
Shit, I wasn't trying to hit your car, but I did. I did.
I hope I don't hit your fucking window with this rock, Nathan.
I hope I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a very good throw, so.
You're all one.
No, it's fine.
Look.
It's already fucking soaked in.
Oh my god. Look at it.
Oh, I thought it was on his phone.
Honestly,
I was like, wow.
Honestly,
What the?
Jesus, Dylan.
goddamn.
So scary. I thought we were getting ambushed.
You still.
I've got like
How do you feel, Logan?
I got pee, man. I think I might just go over here.
Okay.
11 to 12 rounds.